Mick here from Mudbrick Herb Cottage. Our chilies are looking really good at the moment, so I thought I'd just run through some of the varieties that we're growing. In the mild variety, there's probably two here that we grow mainly. Aji Panca, which we haven't had for a few years, but I hopefully will be doing that from now on. It's a Peruvian one, which ripens to the brownie sort of colour, and it's very mild. Another one that's not that much hotter than a capsicum, has a little bit of bite, which we call Bell, or it's called Christmas Bell, or yeah, it's useful in salads because it's quite mild, or you can just, for those that don't like chilies very hot, you can put it in your sauces. And moving to the mediums now, we have this one, which is another Peruvian one, which is probably the most used chili in Peru. They use it in sauces just about with every meal. It's Aji Amarillo, and it grows to about another 3 centimetres long and ripens to an orangey sort of colour. But it's used every day in Peru. It's a really nice flavour, that one. Another one we use a lot is this long red. It's a good one to use. It's not too hot for people that don't really like a hot chili. It's a bit stronger than the mild ones, but a good all-round chili, and it bears really well. With these long reds, you can see they're green at the moment, and obviously because of the name, they do ripen to red as well. Okay, another one, which we don't use that much, but is very attractive, is one called Purple Tiger. So the chilies, the leaves are sort of variegated. Chili's purple, and they will ripen up to red as well. And the black chili, it's another attractive bush. They come out black to start with, and then they ripen up to the red, as you can see there. Get slight variation in these. The one we sell is Black Pearl, which is usually more rounded sort of chili, but we do get a little bit of variation. Okay, a couple of more mediums, and probably the one we use more than any is this Aji Omnicolour, another one from Peru. Good flavour, not too hot. I'd probably use a couple in most meals, and it's also very ornamental as well. Doesn't grow quite as tall as some of the chilies, so it's a good chili to have, and bears loads and loads of fruit, pretty well through all the year, except for right in the middle of winter. At the back here we have Firecracker, another really compact bush, bears lots of chilies, but doesn't get too tall. So another one, good one for people that haven't got a lot of space. At the back here we have Rainbow, for obvious reasons. The chilies change colour, very similar to the Omnicolour, fruit pretty well through most of the year as well. They're a good all-round one. At the front here we have Jalapenos, which most people know, and which is probably the most popular chili in the world. Normally jalapenos are eaten green, and they're pickled or just used fresh. If they do turn red, they're smoked and dried generally in Mexico, and they're called chipotle then, which you'll know from all the sauces and that you see which you can buy everywhere, which is a really nice smoky flavoured sauce. Now we're sort of moving on to ones that are sort of medium going towards hot. Cayenne's another common one, which is used a lot medicinally as well. Another one of my favourites is Serrano, which is generally used green. It's got a thicker sort of flesh, a bit similar to the jalapeno in the thickness of the flesh. So it's a really nice one just to use in general cooking and that, and sauces, green sauces. So all chilies, whether they're green or red, can be used. Green are a bit more vegetably, and the red are more fruity and sweet sort of flavoured. So no matter which chili it is, you can use them whenever. Very similar to capsicums, whether you use them green or red. Okay, now we're moving into the hot ones. This one, Chilli Tepin, one of the original wild chilies that a lot of the other chilies came from. The Tepin is more of a Mexican chili, where those other ones we talked about before, the Aji Panca and Amarillo and the Omnicolour, were all developed around Peru. We might move to Rocoto Chilli now. This hasn't got any chilies on at the moment. They're quite hot, those ones. We actually got seeds from Peru, and they were nearly as big as a small capsicum. And Rocoto Relleno is sort of they're stuffed with mince and olives and onion, and then coated with cheese. They're very famous in the Arequipa area. So this one is Bird's Eye, very popular in Asian countries and in Africa, and quite hot. And as you can see, bears really well. We used to always actually call the Tabasco chili Bird's Eye, but that's what happens with common names, I suppose. This is really the proper Bird's Eye. And you will find there are variations on that. In different countries, they've cross-pollinated them a bit, and they still call them Bird's Eye. As you can see up the back here, the Thai chili looks very similar to the Bird's Eye. Upright pods and bearing lots of chilies. So the Thai chilies are quite hot, and it's a big part of the Thai food that they really like the hot sauces and that, whereas the Peruvians tend to like their chilies a little bit milder in general. Rocoto is quite hot though they tend to make it milder by slightly boiling it a couple of times to get that heat down. Another Peruvian one is this Aji Limon. So picked up these seeds in Peru as well, and they're quite a hot one as well. We had that one at Morton at the front gate, and someone come and knocked off because they would, come and take food. They didn't know it was that hot. Okay, so here we have the Habanero orange and the Habanero red, and there's lots of different colours. You can get purples and whites and everything in Habaneros. Now, a few years back, these were the hottest chilies in the world, but I think they've been surpassed now by a few others. They're very used a lot in the Caribbean, very fruity, tropical fruit sort of flavour. Even though they have that heat, they still have that nice flavour, but you've got to put up with the heat a bit as well. Really nice in a mango salsa. Now the hottest one that we sell, the Naga or Bhut Jolokia. So no ripe chilies on there, but they come to a nice red colour. This was the hottest chilli in the world as well, not that long ago, but I think new hybridisations of that now have got other hot chilies. Another one that has a bit of flavour, but it's really, really, really hot. So that was a quick rundown of most of the chilies we grow here. Hope you enjoyed it, and if there's any questions, get in touch.